So here's another story. Did you know that the frog that we read about earlier, which kind of looked like a fantasy frog, actually frogs live in a life cycle just like our butterflies. So this is called A Frog's Life Cycle, and it's written by Mary Dunn. This one is more of a, we call it a nonfiction, informational text, and it teaches us about something. So it's going to talk about the life cycle of a frog. Ooh. Eggs in the pond. Many kinds of frogs live around the world. Frogs are amphibians. They can live in water and on land. All frogs have the same life cycle. Wood frogs live in wetlands. In spring, the girls lay eggs in the water. A thick, clear jelly holds the eggs together, and tadpoles grow inside. So inside each of these eggs, there's a tiny little tadpole. Growing tadpoles. Tadpoles hatch from the egg in about 14 days. Using their long tails, they swim around in a pond. Tadpoles eat algae and they grow really fast. So this one is a tadpole. Next, the tadpole begins to grow his front legs. Its tail gets shorter and shorter, and the tadpole becomes a froglet. Frisky froglets. A froglet spends time in water and on land. It uses its new legs to search for food. The froglet hops into the woods to look for insects. After about 4 months, a froglet fully loses his tail. It becomes an adult frog. Wood frogs live for 3 to 4 years. Wow. Adult frogs. Adult wood frogs are tan or brown. In the fall, they crawl under the leaves, and during winter, frogs freeze as hard as ice cubes, and their hearts stop beating. Whoa. In spring, wood frogs thaw out and they hop into ponds. The boys croak mating calls to females, and the life cycle of a frog begins again. So they go back, and then they have eggs, and those eggs turn to tadpoles, and they go through the whole process all the way over again, around and around and around, just like butterflies do. So that is the frog's life cycle, just like butterflies.